Hey guys, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with MLB 2K12 in my player mode with Timmy Timmons. Tell you what, it's kind of nice here to be saying that we're going up against somebody else in the Chicago Cubs. The last 3 episodes here of Timmy Timmons, we were going up against the Cubs because I just had a great series against the Cubs. My team, not so much. That's okay. I guess that's really going with everybody on the Mets here. Everybody is struggling, even Timmy Timmons in some regards. Take a look at his batting average. It's in the low 200s. Not where I would want it to be necessarily, but it could be worse. Hopefully things turn around here because with that series with the Cubs, that went really well, like I was saying, and it's got me a little bit of a boost here with Timmy Timmons as a whole. It's just the one frustrating thing about this series here is the Mets as a team not doing too hot at all. Sitting in last in the NL East. I thought too, like when you go into this game, that you'd be able to affect the way the game is going to go. Because whenever, it's like, well, the example of this that I had is whenever you're fielding, if you miss a fly ball, it's basically like that guy's guaranteed to score who ends up getting on base, you know? So there's a direct cause and effect for what happens in this, but from a fielding standpoint, not so much. It actually seems like, in some respects, 2K Sports punishes you for doing well a little bit on the hitting side, because if you get on base, the guy after you is far more likely to strike out here than when you take a look at averages of people in real life here. Strike out a ton more. But I guess that just comes with the territory here of playing this game. You guys know that if there is no 2K13, I'm gonna have to buy a PS3 so I can do videos. I know a lot of you guys come here more for the baseball videos than anything else. So with that being the case, I gotta keep going with the baseball videos. Plus, baseball is my favorite sport, so I enjoy playing this here. All right, so in the 4th inning, we are already down 6-0. We've only gotten 1 hit, but somehow the bases are loaded, so I guess looking at an error or a walk, but a good hit that ends up going into left field. That's gonna bring 2 runners home. So I get a couple RBIs out of this one here, and I close the gap just a little bit here. Instead of 6 runs, we're down by 4 now. I'm not going to get too excited about it here. The thing that is nice, though, we're looking at no outs on the board. So, could be able to get a couple runs home if hits the ball pretty well. Not in a position, of course, where I could steal a base. And I've really been surprised this season about how Timmy Timmons has done base running, but never mind. Double play right there. Oh, well. Yeah, base running has been a big surprise. I did not expect Timmy Timmons to have the amount of stolen bases that he does right now. But the thing is where is his power? No home runs so far this season. And then in spring training, gosh, how much did I get? Like 6 or 7 in a month? Here I am with none. Not happy about that. It's okay, though. Civil catch. No biggie here with that one as we're in the 6th inning. Now you can see it's a 3-run game. So I don't know what necessarily happened towards the beginning of the game. Pitching wasn't working. Not going my way here at all, but now it seems to be. Being able to hold back the computer. And here's a chance for me to continue to do some good. Hopefully I can get a streak going here that helps my batting average get up just a little bit. Goal here is not to strike out, which is everybody's goal every time they come up to bat, is to not strike out or get on base. All that stuff. I don't know. I wish, like, what they would do for my player is if you do this, you get these points at the end. So, like, if I fly out, no biggie, I didn't strike out, so I get a little bit. Because, I mean, every at-bat gets you some kind of experience. Or if I get a double, there's boom. You know, you get the extra base hit goal or something like that. But anyway. All right, so here's a position for me to try to go ahead and steal. So I'm going to get a pretty big lead here. There's the 4 steps that I take. I get a decent jump, but I go head first. Not too bad. All right, so now that I'm on 2nd here, normally I would try to go for 3rd here, but because the computer has chosen to put lefties up after me, I really can't go ahead and steal 3rd and get those extra points. The computer decides to walk itself. I really don't know how I would say that, except the Braves decide to walk the batter. I guess there we go. That sounds better than the computer decided to walk itself. All right, so 1 out now. I'm looking for a good hit. I'd like to come home, be able to help my team a little bit more here because I was pretty discouraged when I did see the 6-0 score here. Now that I'm seeing a 3-run difference, I'm feeling a little bit better about it, but not too much because offensive production has really been the problem for the Mets all season long. You know what? I'll even throw pitching in there too. So I guess almost everything has been going wrong. If your hitting hasn't been going well and your pitching hasn't been going well, it's not like your fielding is going to win you games or anything like that. So just trying to psych the computer out, hoping for something crazy. All right. So now that I'm on second here, let's see if I can come home at all. Somebody's got to get a hit. Ooh, we got a righty up, but I'm really not thinking about going over to third here at this point. Normally I would, but because I have a hope that we can come back in this one, I'm not going to go ahead and try and waste an out or anything like that. Good hit that ends up going into the gap, dives for it, misses it. I come home, that's going to be 1 run. Got somebody rounding third, that's going to be 2 runs. So a 2-run triple here to continue to close the gap. Now it's a 1-run game, so we go from 6 runs to 1. That was kind of tough to say. 6 runs to 1. I guess it's a little bit easier now. 6 runs to 1, 6 runs to 1, 6 runs to 1. Said that 3 times fast. Every time somebody would ever say, I bet you can't say that 3 times fast, I would always try to do it when I was younger. And then when I did speech and debate in high school, man, I would do that stuff all the time to get ready. I saw those tongue twisters, things like that. But anyway. Big hit going to the wall. This is a chance for me to do a wall climb. Make the catch. I don't know if I necessarily robbed that one. That looks like that was going to go ahead and hit the top of the wall here, but I was really surprised it didn't go on that one. I ended up throwing it home, and I didn't mean to. But the Braves go ahead and get another run here, so now it's a 2-run game, 7-5 here in the 8th inning. So it seems like I've got a lot of fielding opportunities here late in the game. Making that catch. Preventing anybody from getting on base and making it worse here. All right, here's a chance at bat. 2 and 3 so far in the game, so if I can go ahead and get a hit here, I'm going to be doing a lot better than I've been doing here for most of the season. I can't remember if this season yet, if I've had a game with 3 hits. I've had a few with 2, not quite 3, but I'm facing a new pitcher here now, so I got to go ahead and forget everything that I've come across so far. Now, Timmy Timmons is a little exhausted. I shouldn't have swung at that one. Because he is tired right now, his contact and his power hitting has gone just a little bit. But I'm hoping I'll be able to get that back here pretty soon. Not a great play, but I get on base, and I guess that is what matters. Juggles it. Well, Dan Ugla juggles it and then makes a bad throw over to first. All right, so here is a hit and run. Maybe I'll just get a stolen base out of this here. Not the best jump, but that one goes into right field. That's going to allow me to get over to third, and we have runners on first and third now. Ooh, I got back. Not the smartest call there for me. But I passed that goal of hit and run. You don't see that one too often out of me here because the computer's terrible at hit and runs. I do my part. I run, but the computer can't hit. It doesn't really feel like a hit and run. All right, strike 1 right there. This is one of those chances where I wish I was in full control of the game because I would go ahead and send the runner over to second, and then we've got, oh, here he goes anyway. What do you know? Computer taking a lesson from my videos, I guess. And now that we got runners on second and third, a good hit from somebody will bring us both home. You're out. Oh, swing and a miss. What a surprise! A strikeout. Computer, you never cease to amaze me. All right. So, I don't know. We'll see how things go. I know I keep talking about potentially trading Timmy Timmons to another team. I don't want to give up on the Mets quite yet, though. I know some of you guys are excited, saying, hey, go ahead and go to my favorite team, and you'll let me know what it is. But I don't know, like, I've always had an appreciation for a player who sticks with their team regardless of what's going on. So, I don't know, me feeling that way about how baseball players should be, stuff like that, really makes me want to stay with the Mets. Now, I think I've got 2 more years on a contract. and then I can go ahead and go to another team. Tagging up here, coming home. Wow, that was not great, but the computer wasn't even covering the plate. He's still back there behind the plate, and I think that if he was in a position where he could have gotten that ball, I would have been out. That was a good throw from center. All right, 1-run game thanks to me coming home here. No outs to the top of the 9th. So this one's coming down to the wire. I'll be able to get to this one here, no problem. And this is what's frustrating. I got to sit here and watch what happens in between innings to see. Ooh, we tie the game up here. We do get that 1 run in the bottom of the 9th, but not able to come away with it here. So here's a chance in extra innings to be able to provide the Mets with what they need to be able to win. It'd be kind of nice here for me to get that, but actually, you know what? I don't even know if it's extra innings. Could be the 9th. Yep, it's the bottom of the 9th. 2 outs. Got a runner on first, so an extra base hit is going to bring him home. This would be a great opportunity for me to really help the team and feel good about what I'm doing here. You can tell I'm really wanting to get a hit. Swung at stuff I shouldn't. And you can see he likes throwing it inside, so I'm trying to watch that one here too. Not used to a fastball that quick. That's a tough thing about my player mode too, is you got to get adjusted here. But that's true in real life as well. It's not like in a franchise mode. Oh, he bobbles it. But I'm out. But yeah, it's not like in franchise mode where you got like 9 guys basically to learn the batter or learn the pitcher here. But we do come away with the win here, 9-8. Comes in the 10th inning. We get 2 runs. So what a great comeback here from the Mets. It really goes to show the potential that we have as a team, but we haven't been living up to it. Hopefully we see stuff turn around. But I appreciate you guys watching this episode of Timmy Timmons. More, of course, to come in a few days. Subscribe, you guys, if you haven't already. You guys also know you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter and all that great stuff. But again, you guys are awesome. You really are. Thank you so much. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one.